Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Strawberry Hill Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Simmons, and we are here at the Shop Cigar Lounge. Like I say, every episode, come out and visit us anytime you can. We got live jazz music on the weekends. It's a great place to be, so on and so on. Enough about this place. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Strawberry Hill Podcast. And today, we've been planning this podcast for quite some time. I'm surprised that we got, 5 out of 6 here. We're missing Brother Farrakhan, but it's all right. But I'm going to call us, I've been calling us the League of Distinguished Gentlemen. So, Eastside, make sure you put that in the caption. Yeah. So, I'll start over here. Introduce yourself. What do? And then we'll just move on, and then we'll go.
My name is David Garcia. I am a haberdasher. I own my own.
What?
Haberdasher.
What is that?
A haberdasher is a gentleman that.
It sounds like it's a vegetable.
It could be.
A haberdasher.
Haberdasher. So a haberdasher is a gentleman, a distinguished gentleman that outfits gentlemen to their liking of how they want to look in the business attire, casual attire, formal attire. So I am a image consultant, if you will. Been doing it for over 16 years now, and 6 years on my own. Sorry.
No, you good. All right, George.
They know who I am. I've been here many times.
Maybe this is someone's first episode.
Okay, so my name is George Holt.
Not Denzel Snipes.
No, not Denzel Snipes. That's my other name. When I'm under, that's my other name. I do in law enforcement right now, but I also do tactical gear, tactical training. I'm more of a survivalist type person, really just more into the intellectual studies of human beings. Like, that's why I like these guys so much. We always get to that part of a conversation that's just like intriguing. You can learn from it. So
go ahead, Troy.
My name is Troy Groves. I'm a personal trainer and a thinker of thoughts.
Thinker of thoughts. I think you're one of the most intelligent people I know.
He's Socrates.
Yeah.
thoughts are for thinking.
Troy Socrates. I like that. I like that. Yeah. All right. Missed the doc in the house.
My name is Michael Moncure. I'm a trauma surgeon at University Health Medical Center, and I enjoy spending time with these gentlemen. It's the highlight of my week.
All right. So welcome, guys. Welcome here. It's like I said, it's been a while since we I guess been together. Actually, it hadn't been that
Last Wednesday?
long. Yeah, which we had the greatest time in the world, I think.
Yeah.
That was a rough night.
So
Shenanigans.
yeah, shenanigans galore. I wanted to talk about. So why do you guys think it's so important for like men to get together and kind of do what we do? Like every week, we get together, we just kind of hash it out, we talk, we have fun, and I think it's good mental health for us to get together. And so, what do you guys think?
I personally think it's something that we take for granted, friendships, and when we get together, it's fellowship, brotherhood. Everything can be talked about. I know I pulled everybody aside and said, hey, man, what do you think about this? Or, what are your thoughts on this? It's real important to have such friendships like we do here in your life. I love this group. And one of the best things I get out of this is I walk out of here blessed, like cleansed, and it's awesome. So that's my take on it.
We're still playing that Weston trip, or are you still mad
Hell
at us?
yeah, I'm down with that.
All right. I didn't know that you kicked George out of the group yet.
They kicked me out, bro.
Or no.
No, that's not fair.
Oh.
Denzel Snipes, remember?
Denzel Snipes.
Are we still friends?
Are we? It was a short while ago this happened.
Oh, here we go. That's another thing, and I wanted to bring up. It's like we can, get at each other and make fun, but we still love each other.
Oh,
and
of
I think
course.
that's a big.
That's
thing.
brotherhood.
It's brotherhood. Yeah.
Like I'm the little brother in this whole situation, so I got to take it.
Literally.
I got to. Take that.
Yeah. I see. He's not wearing that Snoopy watch today. So.
Wow, that was a talking point. I don't know how that got out of hand, but I'm just like,
Hey, that's George. I'm just.
Like I
just.
It,
Like I
it
said, I
went
just
out of
take
hand.
jokes.
When last Wednesday, when the dude that was dressed like a pirate came behind, he was like, "Man, cool watch." Random dude, bro. He came out of nowhere. Like he came out of thin air and liked your watch after I was just trashing your watch.
Pirate.
So,
No, I'm not gonna lie, he looked like a pirate.
Oh shit, that's
almost as if
hilarious.
George
Oh man,
All right, what about you, George?
I like the iron sharpens iron. I like the exchange of intellect, and if you're wrong, you'll be corrected in 3 different ways, and you can pick the way you want to go with it. I like the different angles. We're all looking at things from different perspectives in life. Yes, we're all men in America at the same time, but we have different lifestyles and different cultures, even though we're pretty much the same demographic. And it's going to pretty much show, like, hey, we're diverse in ways that other people can't be diverse. We bring something to the table that other people can't bring to the table. And I think that's what makes it all special. Like I said, I love spending time with you guys. I love the conversation. It's the old school barbershop, uncle's garage, fixing a car that we lost. I don't know when we lost it, but I'm glad we got it back with our group. So
for me, guys used to be in like bowling leagues, or they would be a member of the Elks. They would have organizations or clubs that they would be a part of. And we found each other. I mean, we knew each other before, but our friendship has grown and strengthened over coming to this place. And Mike said it's a highlight of his week. It's absolutely the highlight of my week. To chop it up, to talk shit, to share opinions, and the talking of shit is unparalleled.
With no judgments.
There's no judgments.
No judgments.
There's heat, but there's no judgment. And I glean something from everybody.
I definitely learn something every week or every time we get together. I mean, it's easy within our little silos of work construct to just hear one single point of view. I'm in healthcare, and there are people that constantly talk about that. It's so refreshing to come here, and we could talk about superficial stuff. We could talk about extremely deep stuff. We could talk about extremely personal stuff. We know it doesn't leave here, and we know that there's love and there's respect on all sides. And that's so comforting. I know that no matter how bad my week is, that this is coming up. And that helps me to get through the week.
Like this morning, you said, hey, are we still on today? You know, I was, yep, 12:30, thumbs up, text line, thumbs up. So I piggyback on, this is the time of the week. Like, we know we get to do this every week, which is a blessing.
And I think it's a good set for mental health, like for all of our mental health. And that's why I encourage lots of people, guys, girls, doesn't matter. Like get with your group, your village, get together, talk it out. Cause it's different. Like I think somebody told me the other day, they're like, hey, how much time do you spend away from here? Right. And it ain't a lot, like where I'm not either at work or with family. Cause like you gotta be with your friends sometimes, and you gotta just kind of get away from life and just
decompress.
Have some fun. Yeah. Decompress. And so I know I don't get to do that a lot, but I feel like once you guys are here, I can kind of like relax a little bit, because I can, kind of talk about my problems. Or it's kind of like it's a form of therapy.
yeah.
What's the saying? It takes a
Blacker the berry, the
village,
sweeter the juice.
blacker the berry, sweeter
The
juice.
darker the skin, the deeper the roots.
She blacker than a motherfucker.
The darker the skin, the deeper the roots.
It takes a village to raise a child. Or
Also,
something
it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a
We're
tribe.
not talking about you, so.
It takes a tribe to survive. So this is my tribe.
Yeah.
Like get
Guys-
yourself a tribe.
Guys don't do this. Like,
No.
guys don't talk, and guys don't share intimate things with
Yeah.
each other. It's
Somebody-
frowned upon.
You important over here?
Or like having
don't
your
know.
phone on its ringer when.
Sorry about
But
that.
we don't. Guys don't do that, and I get real value from this.
Yeah.
So my next question is, so we are 4 minorities, right? 4 people of what? No, 5 people of color.
Were you leaving out Dave?
I'm sorry. I wasn't counting myself.
The little brother, of
Yeah.
course.
Well, we
Always.
are 5 people of color, and then we are all successful. So how do you think, like, we all got to that point, or how did you get to that point? Because in the world we live in today, not saying that people of color aren't successful, but it's not bragged about enough, I guess, in our world. And I kind of want to brag about it, because we are all successful. We all get together. We all have a good time, including George. The other George is not here. So I just want to how does that happen with y'all? How did you
I think
get to the
it's-
point to where you are right now?
I think it's, well, I grew up dressed for the job you want, you know, hang out with the people that you want to be like. So, like, I mean, we handpicked each other, you know, like we knew that the added value between our friendships brought something out about yourself. So my success is because of my group, my tribe. You know, without my tribe, I don't think I'd be as successful as I claim to be. So,
And I think it just helps out with the overall masculinity of the group. We're not doing things that we shouldn't be doing. We're respectful people. We're people that handle our family business. We're men that get together and talk about things amongst each other that we couldn't share and get the same reaction, get the responsible reaction we want out of family or out of a wife or a girlfriend or even a therapist. So we get together, and I want to add on the fact that even random strangers have joined our group.
Yes.
And they fit right in, and it's like they didn't miss a beat.
I always got to be careful when somebody gets in our group. Like, hey, you gotta take the shit talking. So, like, be careful coming in. Like, because George is going to roast you. Just be.
If you join our group, you're gonna get some work. Okay,
you go get
You
go
gotta
get
have
all the
some
smoke.
tough skin
You'll get all the
for a
smoke.
little bit. Like,
All the smoke.
We mean love, but you're gonna get roasted a little bit.
But I mean, I think that's the bigger part is that if we can't have a conversation, and if we always end up in a sense of feeling down upon ourselves or feeling attacked, then we need to rethink our conversation we're having to begin with as individuals separately, and then come together. What's the conversation about? Because feeling attacked amongst people that you want to spend time with is not the way you should be feeling. So why are you here? So then you don't fit in the group. If you feel attacked, you don't fit in here. And I haven't met a person that didn't fit in here yet. So I think that's a strong point that we just are open to everybody coming and talking and reaching their strong points as much as we stick to ours. So
I think that I demand a certain kind of excellence for myself. And
So where does that come from? Yeah,
Expectation
Dr. Phil
for
over here is
outcome.
asking you some questions.
I think you take a look at your life and you decide what you want it to be. And if you're doing bullshit and you're comfortable doing bullshit, then you're going to be in bullshit. Guys will gravitate, but not everybody can, I hate to say it, but water seeks its own level. And that's everything all the time. Everything we do is all the time the same way. However you do a thing, that's the way you do it. But you don't just do this thing that way. You do other things this way. And I think for me, I want excellence. I expect excellence for myself. I want excellence in my relationships. I want, excellence in my friendships. And this works for me. But I want that across the board. I want excellence.
I think much of what's been said is extremely important. What you said, excellence. I'm kind of reminded, I trained in surgery at Howard University. So Charles Drew was the chairman of surgery there. It was in 1935 when...
That's when you went to school?
Oh, that's it now?
I said he better have
David
something.
probably thought I did. But
It was established 1935.
So they had their surgery program. Up until then, no black person had ever been allowed to take the American Board of Surgery exam. It was subjective. It was an oral exam. And everyone was nervous because they were going into this exam. And he came into the room and talked to all of his people. And he said, remember, excellence transcends all. And all those people passed that exam with flying colors. And I've heard that upon my first day of my surgical training at Howard, and I've kind of kept that in my heart. And the bottom line is the way that you're able to circumvent or get beyond all these different things. Like David has all kinds of competition as far as his business, George, Mike, Troy. But the bottom line is we hold ourselves to a standard of excellence, and we work hard to try to achieve. We know what we have to do to achieve that goal, and we don't deviate from that. And I think that's the thing that we all have in common.
Yeah, and I kind of piggyback off you. There's two things that I love that I kind of seek out in friend groups. Is that one, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. And I don't feel like that when I'm with you guys. And two, it's like I want to be around people that are going to strive not only to be successful, for me to be successful. Like, we all want each other to be successful. And I think that kind of shows because we all root for each other. We all go to each other's parties or hang out with each other, support each other. I think that's huge because you don't see that in a lot of friend groups because normally, you're part of a friend group, one person, they probably down on somebody else like, man, I make more money than you. Yeah. I don't think hanging out with y'all, I don't think money's ever came up an issue. No. Except like us wanting Mike to buy everything because he's Mr. Celebrity over here.
Yeah.
The mayor.
The mayor. Yeah.
Next round's on the mayor?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pull the old man card. At some point, that kind of shit just doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Like, it just really doesn't matter. And now I'm gonna be an egghead. The friends thou has and their adoption tried, grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel. Shakespeare. If you got a motherfucker that's a good dude, then you need to cultivate that because there's so many motherfuckers that ain't. Mm-hmm. And you want to have that. And I don't know if this is about friendship or excellence or what, but that's how I really feel about it. The first time I came in here, this place mesmerized me. Like, it's perfect.
And he's got your great grandpa downstairs on the wall.
That was
I didn't even know that.
I've been here a while before that happened, before I noticed that. But the environment is conducive to this. And dude, this is made for talking shit. It's made for the exchange. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we just got lucky to have cats that kind of fit in with that. Mm-hmm. I'm probably all over the place, but
no, you're right where we need to be because everything you're saying, it all goes back to the point of individualism, yet we come together, the adopted tribe. And that's what makes us whole. Like, even if you add in, when George OG gets here, add him in, he has his own select role. We didn't establish roles. We didn't pick roles. We didn't have a vote. We didn't have an election. We got together and we sat down and we put ourselves in a niche and we fit. And I think more people could do that if they got outside of the, TikTok said I should feel this way, or they said I should feel this way. How do you truly feel? Because I don't want to be the smartest person in the group. I want to be interesting, but I want us all to be interesting. I want us all to have the same. We all have our own specific niches, and we fit there. If I want a movie quote, I'm gonna ask Troy all day long. Give me some good shit. I'm trying to win an Emmy.
I'm just talking about shit. Quote, period. Man.
Quote, yeah, any kind of quote.
Shakespeare, Socrates,
listen,
Conan the Barbarian.
You say useless, right? you say
the
useless.
Movie Friday.
My dad won a game show with what people would call useless information. He won on the game show. Useless information.
Which one?
What show was
The
it?
Chase.
Oh, wow.
It was about 2-3 years ago.
What show?
First time The Chase.
Oh, no. Oh, wow.
So it's not useless.
And he won?
Yeah, his team was the first one to win.
Wow.
I gotta say, we've talked about this a number of times, and when you're in that rat race, when you got little kids and you're running around, you're trying to, almost fit in and make sure everything's smooth for them, and you've got someone that you're with that feels like the appearance is everything, because you're with a real one, all right? I'm talking about my first marriage, and you're striving to do that, and you're not getting anywhere. You step back and you really realize none of that shit is important at all. And the one thing that we have all in common is that everybody's real. There's no fake shit here. Everyone's genuine. I'm not worried about y'all if you're sincere or not. And that's what I said probably about 10 years ago. Probably not that long after I met you, that I wasn't going to waste my time with anybody that wasn't. It's not worth my time. I'm too old for that. And that's why I love this group.
All right, I'm gonna switch gears because you're talking about like age and kind of wisdom. But just a random question that came to my mind. What is on your bucket list of things you want to do left in life, all y'all? Because I know a lot of y'all have done a lot of cool shit. What's left on there? Because I know you do a lot of like riding and everything.
So I want to go coast to coast. Sorry, wife. I want to go coast to coast.
Coast to coast with the bike.
Yeah, and I want to do
Motorcycle.
Yeah,
I want to do
not
an
a-
open mic or something.
He ain't Lance Armstrong.
I want to do an open mic or something.
Yeah.
Because
Open mic like comedian style.
no, playing guitar.
Oh, why don't you do it here?
Yeah.
Hey, I saw him play on Facebook, bro. Just kind of let him.
So for me, like this motherfucker is just excellent. Just excellent. 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 And I have, like you said, I have my own like little niche of shit. And I have things that I'm intensely interested in. And so far, everything that I've been like really into, I've done it in a forward facing way. Like I go from being internal with it and I make it external. And like my motorcycle trip was a big deal to me because it was a bucket list trip. But as soon as I got home and rested up a little bit, I'm like, well, fuck, I got to go to both coasts. You know, I want to do that. I want to get out. I want to play my guitar just like one time, man. Just fuck it one time. I'm not good.
Anytime you want to play here. It don't have to be on a Friday or Saturday. It can be on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
That's
Man,
probably
we could go.
and a
We go
couple
to the
of
room
drinks,
and
right?
they just and test it out on us.
But I want to keep like I don't want. I think it's how dull it is to pause to make an end, to rust unburnished, not to shine in use, as though to breathe were life.
How do you remember all of these quotes?
The flawless transition from a heartfelt message to a quote is just like,
But
bro.
the quote is relevant, and that's
Yeah.
why it
No,
works.
it's not
That's
bad.
why it stays with me is because it works.
Yes.
You
And I
could
wanna
be at
do
the
that.
McDonald's drive-thru and you could say, "Can I take your order?" You'd be like, "Yes, I want to."
Yes.
I would like my bun with no sesame seeded, the top side unburneth,
Yeah.
the meat cooked just well, with the pickle sliced just right with no ripples,
So it began.
and my fries unsalted.
Fuck
Is
that,
that too
I
much to
said.
ask?
Too much.
Can I have the fries unsalted?
If I were quoting Tupac, would that shit be more in line with the fucking conversation?
Why you say Tupac?
Because I don't know any. That's why I said it, motherfucker. That's why.
No, it's not. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad. And the fact that you said it, and I can joke about it, and now I'm gonna remember shit forever.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
you're rubbing off. You're instilling shit in my head, and I'm be at work saying some quotes and shit. They're like, "What?"
Well,
Bro,
you take
just
some
put me
close to people,
handcuffs.
they be like, huh?
Can I go?
Whatever, man.
No, I love it.
I got other shit I want to do. I'm not done. I got a lot of shit I want to do. I got a lot. I want to keep forward. Life is forward.
Yes. The day you stop moving
Then
forward
you start dying.
is the day you begin to die. The day you stop learning, the day you begin to die. The day you stop being inspired is the day that you die. And that's one thing that I'm just like not gonna stop doing between the kids. And I think my bucket list thing is to build a house, not a big house, but a house that I can do everything I want to do there and never truly have to leave for anything. If I leave,
We'd
because I
never
want to
see
leave.
you.
Huh?
We'd never see you.
You would. I'd come out. This is an extension of my house. We talking. I'd be out all the time.
You're a fixture.
Yes. I'm like a good lamp with no bulb in it. Not too bright.
Fuck out of
Not too
That's
bright.
not a Troy quote. You need to fix that one.
I just
Like a good
freestyled that
lamp
one.
with no bulb in it. It don't work.
Not too bright.
I think my bucket list it evolves as my day goes. Like there's a lot of things in my life that I want to still accomplish, you know, in my personal business, relationship life. But again, you know, being together with my tribe, you know, some of my bucket list, it comes fruition just you know, right in front of me because of just what we do together, you know, like even if it's us going across the street and having some drinks together and having some laughs, to me, that's a bucket list, you know, like we all left there slapping our legs, you know, like, holy shit, that was fucking fun.
Yeah.
You know, that was a check off my list. So, you know, you don't have to climb the highest mountain. You don't have to swim the prettiest sea to have, you know, the luxury of your own bucket list. So, yes, there are things that I want to accomplish, but again, sometimes those get accomplished every day. This right here, this was planned so many months. What did we talk about this? Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Felt like it was last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally.
last year. Okay, yeah. See, I'm over here thinking it was like, and then this is a bucket list for us to, get together beyond on record of how we actually feel about each other. Because
On record, this is not being used in court, sir.
yeah, well,
No, delete, edit.
not on record.
We got 5 minutes of shit we can use.
Man,
You can see I'm part of the
Like,
system.
yeah, man.
Troy, would you like to take a stand? I plead the fifth. F-I-F.
I didn't see the video. What we got? You got one TikTok. You got 30 seconds. That's all you got.
So I'll throw it to Mike on your bucket list, but again, my bucket list is fulfilled every day.
I would have to say I've gone to the east coast of Africa, but I've not hit Egypt and the west as well as South Africa. I would love to travel to those places, and I'd like to whatever I could do from a standpoint of global medicine, kind of make some impact or help in deterring like violence here and help healthcare there.
Damn, that's
Deep, man. You want to
What's
start
on your
out?
bucket
Can I
list?
take my
Like,
answer
I'm
back?
just like, I just want to travel more. Shit, Mike's like, I want to cure cancer.
I want to go back.
Yeah, Jesus.
I want to go back in time and catch the outbreak monkey.
Yeah.
So he.
I want world peace. I want world income. I want everything. No, my bucket list. I think we talked about it the last time we were down the street. Is like I legit like I want to open up a distillery. Like that is like this was one of my bucket list things to do. And like I travel a lot, which is good. I still love doing that, but like I really want to open up a distillery. Like I tell people a lot that I know a shit ton about cigars, but I know way more about bourbon. So I really want to dip my toe in the water in that. So because I want to kind of create a similar atmosphere in a distillery. So that's hopefully one day. I just need about 20 million. So if y'all know some people, Mike, I know you got about five.
It was 20 last week. That's 200.
Inflation. It's about 25.
We better hurry up.
Bro,
We better hurry up.
inflation.
Yeah.
Let's need more and more. The more I can get, the better. So since this will air, now it's time to start talking shit a little bit. Since this will air on Tuesday, the Super Bowl would already happen, right?
Yeah.
So who we got? You go ahead and answer first. Mr.
Man.
Denver Bronco fan himself.
Yeah.
Let's ride.
We got
Yeah, Broncos country. That's right. Are you still rolling with us?
no, man.
You think Bo Nix is your future?
Yeah, Bo Nix is the future, man. He's
Whatever you say.
I mean, he did a lot as a rookie. He went to the playoffs as a rookie. Never done it in the Denver franchise.
They don't make the playoffs very much.
Because they suck.
I'm sorry. I don't really talk a lot of shit, but
Hey.
Chiefs fan.
Chiefs fan.
I can start. I can.
And I get this. I moved to this side of the state in '94, and everybody that I engaged with, they knew I was a Broncos fan. So football season, everybody hates me, but they love me, and then we just keep moving.
But who are you rooting for on Sunday?
All right.
Yeah. No, I want this to be on record.
I thought this wasn't the record.
Well, this will be on record. We won't edit this one out.
On the record, because we have money on this. We, as in we, have money, a lot of money. I'm rooting for the hometown.
Who? What
The
team is that?
hometown.
You can't say it.
There's no Kansas City,
gonna
Kansas
say it.
Chiefs.
No, the hometown.
What's the hometown?
Yeah.
Just where we live.
Just
Where do you live?
the football team that's here.
the football team of Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going for that.
Is that, you talking about soccer?
They're
Sporting
wearing.
KC? What are you talking about?
Not to
Yeah, he's rooting for all Kansas City sports.
all of it. All sports. Go sports.
Go Sports. Hashtag Go Sports.
If we win, you're gonna have to wear a Chiefs shirt out today.
Oh hell no, bro. Hell no.
What? I'll give you an extra $100.
Oh, it's gonna be at least 250, bro.
No,
Wow, he's giving.
I wasn't gonna give him extra $100.
Mike, you throw in on it. 250 for me to wear a
Hell
Kansas
no.
City. Come on.
No, man.
Yes. Come on, man. Mike would do nothing but take pictures of it and post it everywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
He would show everybody at the hospital. Hey,
hey.
look at this motherfucker.
Eastside can do some amazing Photoshop, so we'll
We're going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
gonna
do
do
it
it anyway.
Those of you who don't know, this is the biggest hater in the world. Right here.
Hey,
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 He's the biggest hater in this group.
Yes, he is.
And And the
I'm a
Reverend
realist.
Minister's not here right
A realist.
now.
I'm a real hater.
Hey, he might be the biggest hater on the block right now.
Enough about me, man. Like, come on, bro.
Well, you know who we got. We just making sure that
Like I said, hometown hero. Let's go.
you can't even say the name, can you?
See, so
That man has cursed your team so bad.
as a
that you-
49ers fan, I'm going with Mahomes.
There you
Can't bet
go.
against Mahomes. The Chiefs are going to win.
And then we have a side bet too.
We do. And the side bet, if the Mahomes wins, I lose.
What's the side bet?
The side bet, NFC was going to win the championship, the Super Bowl.
Because he's a closet Niners fan, but
He in a closet.
I'm not a closet Niners
Yeah.
fan. Like you're a closet Broncos fan.
no, I'm a Broncos fan.
You say that out loud, but you don't say the Chiefs out loud?
No, hell no.
Man.
Wow, you can't even say the word.
Can't even say the word.
You can't say the
Yeah.
word.
Hey, it's cloudy out, man. There might be some
Backseat.
lightning out. You don't never
Yeah,
know.
the hating's on the
God
way.
will strike him down.
God would take his crown, his hater crown, away
Yeah.
from him.
So if he wins, is he considered the GOAT though?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes.
Okay.
Who's he?
And I said that. I
Who's
said
he?
It's,
Who's
it's
he?
him.
10
His name
toes
is him.
down.
he is he
Timothy
is
Mahomes?
He is him.
He is
him.
nice quote in the Bible. Okay.
But if he wins, yes. If he wins, he's the GOAT. Like,
Okay.
that is a huge success for any athlete. I mean, huge.
I'm a big Chiefs fan, big Mahomes fan. He wins 3 straight. That's monumental, but I think he needs to win one more. At
Beyond
least
this.
one more. Yeah. Like 3 in a row gets him to I think 3 in a row gets him tied with Brady.
So 3 in a row
I think
gets
he
him.
needs one more just to be like the overtake Brady. Brady won 7. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And Mahomes would have won 4 if he wins this Sunday, which is a lot, but it ain't 7.
So
I think if he gets to 5 plus a 3-peat, I think you got to give it to him.
So the letters GOAT. Where's he at? Is he at the A right
He's
now?
at GOA.
GOA.
No, he's at GO.
Oh, and if he wins, he's at the A.
GOA. Yeah.
No.
I think that we're concentrating, that the Chiefs are concentrating on this game. And, of course, I want the Chiefs to win. But I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I think in the back of his mind, he's thinking about the next championship.
Yeah, of course.
I think he's like he's taking care of business. He says all the right things. But I think he's thinking, man, I'm going to fuck around and win 4 in a row. I really do. And if I got
they
bad
win 4
news
in a
for
row, I don't
Tuesday-
think there's.
But that's what
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
thinking. He's like, this is just business I got to take care of. I think they're really thinking beyond this.
If they win 4 in a row, I'm moving.
Oh, you won't hear the last of it. You won't hear the last of it.
where you
I'll
moving
send you guys
to?
postcards.
Where you moving to? Denver?
If they, what's that?
Move back to Garden City.
Moving to
Back to
Denver?
the G.
Oh God! It has a nickname. The G. Oh God!
It really doesn't.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Hey, shit out there. I'm sorry.
Don't do it.
Not even a garden. It's not even a garden in the
Yeah,
city.
it ain't nothing that can happen that's going to send him back to that awful place.
Yeah. Yeah. Why'd you move here? There was a reason, right?
Yeah.
Now you're getting personal.
So yeah. My dad worked for Enron, and
You lying.
no,
Enron?
The Enron?
yeah, and
Wait, what?
yeah. So
Did
my
he
dad,
cash out?
my dad worked in the natural gas fields out in Southwest Kansas, and they were moving from man to machine computer. So we took a severance. My oldest sister already lived up to Lawrence, so we had some roots here. We were going to move to New Mexico, but that was too far from home, quote unquote. So we moved to Lawrence, and I moved to KC about 2012, maybe 2012. And
Did he get out before shit hit the fan?
he got out, but he lost everything.
God damn.
So my tribe knows this, that I am a news freak. Like, I watch the news religiously now. You know, when I got that phone call from him, he's asking me, am I watching the news? And I'm like, no, what for? You know, like, he's like, turn it on. And that's when Enron plummeted, and he lost a high 6 figures.
Yeah.
All gone. In an instance. So I'll never let that kind of news creep up on me again. So that's why I moved here, and striving. Go Broncos!
Go Broncos. But you're a KU fan too.
Huge KU.
You're not a
fan.
Colorado fan. Yeah, exactly. It's all you're all ass backwards.
Grew up a Jayhawk fan.
Grew up a Jayhawk fan, and I love the Denver Broncos.
I love
That
the
makes
Denver
sense.
Broncos.
Yep.
Southwest Kansas, man. We're 30 minutes from the Colorado border.
I was going to say.
So
they're
we get
closer
them
to
locally.
Denver.
I know,
He's
but
closer
why
to
didn't you like the
Denver.
college team over there?
I just didn't.
Mike's a K-State fan. That's why he's grilling you.
Yeah,
Who is?
I went to K-State.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah.
Damn,
All
I
right,
didn't know that.
that's
I wouldn't have
fine.
been on this podcast.
Oh, damn. Yeah, but you know what? I'm one of those weird K-Staters that I like KU.
All K-Staters
basketball.
are weird.
The dagger.
Edit that out, Eastside. No, but I like KU basketball because I grew up watching KU basketball, and then KU football was god awful when I was growing up. So I've always been a K-State football fan. So I went to K-State, like still liking KU basketball and K-State football, and I still don't like that.
So Garden City Community College, they have a lot of
I played Garden City when I was in football.
yeah. They're a pipeline for a lot of major universities and
The Jayhawk Conference is.
Jayhawk Conference is huge.
Yeah.
And they put out a lot of pros like Darren Hancock. I don't know if you guys remember.
I sure don't.
You don't remember Darren Hancock? They called him Baby J or Baby Jordan.
Corey Dillon.
Oh, you're talking about NBA. I think you're talking NFL.
Didn't
No,
Tyreek Hill
NBA.
go to Garden City? Tyreek
Darren
Hill went to
Hancock.
Garden
Darren
City,
Hancock.
didn't
What team do you play for? I think you're just making up names.
He went to KU from Garden City. Then he got drafted by Charlotte, and then if I remember right, he went blind in one eye. And
Damn.
Could no longer.
Bro, you can't keep telling stories. They get
That's that Garden City water, bro.
dark, bro.
Yeah, bro. Tyreek Hill went to Garden City Community College.
he? Told you.
Corey Dillon.
How many
Corey
kids did
Dillon.
he- how
Corey
many
Dillon
kids
went
did
to
he
Garden
have
City
in
I thought
Community
Corey
Garden
did
City?
with the Butler.
No.
No.
Corey,
Yeah.
did he really?
A lot of NFL
My
talent
youngest-
came
my
from-
youngest
came
son,
through Jayhawk
Trevor.
Conference.
Sat on a plane with the coach from Garden City, and he just talks to anybody. And he was talking about Corey Dillon. Knew he was a New England Patriot fan back then.
So what the hell were we talking about? No, I forgot.
Chiefs.
Chiefs? Yeah.
Yeah, who's going to win?
So is he going to be the
100%.
GOAT? Y'all think? If he wins?
He's the GOAT in my mind already, but I think he's just planting the seeds, and this three-peat will go a long way. And I would agree, he's not thinking about these individual teams. He's thinking about legacy right now.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves money on the table. He's playing for greatness.
Yeah.
Like he's playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. He's not. I don't think he cares about anything but football.
No.
I mean, I really don't. Whatever. Yeah, put that wallpaper up. Yeah, whatever. I'm watching coverages and shit. Maybe I'm way
No, I
off,
think
but I
that's
really
him.
think that's
Yeah.
what he's focused on because he realized he has an opportunity. And I also think that Tom Brady is kind of the bridge from the way football used to be. He couldn't move. You can't have a quarterback now that can't move.
No.
It's not happening. He's
Yeah.
the last of that. Mm-hmm. And
Last
I think
pocket
Patrick
quarterback.
Mahomes is the class of this. Whatever it takes to win, that's what happens to win.
Pay the refs.
Here we
And
go.
the refs.
Here we go. Loser mentality over here.
Haters gonna hate. What do we say? All-time hater.
Yeah. Hey, you know,
Where's my
biggest
drink?
hater.
so
Where's
so
my drink?
so to your credit, and then I've been saying this because I heard this the other day. All the complaining about the refs, you would think that people complaining about it that they would just be betting on the Chiefs, which you did. But if you really think the refs are in it, why don't you just bet on the Chiefs every game then? Make your money. Make your money. What you did. Good for you.
Thank you.
You bet on what team again?
The hometown.
The hometown team. Yeah,
Well,
can't
I
even-
think Mahomes is a GOAT also on a community level. He invested in every local team there is. He put his roots down in Kansas City, signed a long contract. He him and his wife built a women's soccer stadium, first of its kind, in Kansas City. Sporting KC, he's an investor. Royals, he's an investor. He's part owner. Like, this dude is like, I'm
and
staying
that
in Kansas City.
nasty ass Whataburger.
Waterbury, oh my God, that's awful. When
I actually never had
it.
it.
Yes.
Don't.
Aren't you from Whataburger country?
I'm from In-N-Out country.
We're in and out, man.
Real burgers, yeah, not.
In and
Oh,
out.
here
It's a
we
real
go.
deal.
In and
Listen,
out.
when I
Shout
hear,
out.
Y'all
In and
got
out.
5 options on the menu.
and they're all delicious, okay?
Here's a burger, here's a hot dog, here's some fries.
There's a secret menu.
There's a
I'm
secret
a
menu,
Culver's
animal
guy.
style, chili cheese. He doesn't know any
That's
better.
two right there.
He didn't know any better.
Y'all
That's
got
just style. You
5
make
options. Shake,
double.
fries, burger, hot dog, and then
That's all you need.
maybe
That's
a
all you need.
salad.
When
I
you're
think
when you're great at what you do, you don't switch it up.
I
Have you had
guess
Town Topic burgers?
I have. They're good.
In-N-Out's good, but it ain't nothing crazy.
Town Topic's the bomb.
Town Topics is like,
the bomb.
oh, have you ever had it sober though?
Oh, hell yeah.
I haven't had it sober.
Hell yeah.
Because
I order
every
that.
time I eat it,
You're in the minority right there.
I order that shit to go. It's right by my office.
That's right. That's right.
I get the
Across the
greasy
street.
bag. I'm all happy. Sit in the car, eat it, go home, go to
He's sitting
bed.
there hating. Out of which his lettuce was more green. Hate.
Hey.
This tomato was wilted. Hate.
Hey.
I'm the biggest hater.
Silky Johnson.
Silky
over there.
Johnson. He go,
I hate all you.
I hate you, and I don't even know you.
None of my suits are silk because they're not as smooth as me. Hate.
That's what you need to come. Next time we have a big shindig up here, you need to come dressed as Silky,
Silky.
Johnson.
I don't know, man.
We need to have a pimp night up here.
I don't know. I think Kango would. Kango would out. He.
Can't go.
Can't go
wins.
out dressed as everybody.
Yeah. He.
Kango wins
There ain't no
every
way.
day.
He's
Out
the
there.
pimp.
Yeah, there ain't a day where he don't come in here.
Comes
dressed
correct.
like
He's the pimp of the year, bro. So
I found that shit in my
can't.
closet.
I won't do that.
Yeah.
Like that's
He's
this
not
is-
invited. He's not invited. Sorry,
Oh
Kango.
no, he comes
he
every
can't
day.
come.
I
He's not
can't- I
invited, he's
can't kick
hosting.
that man out.
He
He's
should
hosting.
host that way. He can't win.
Yeah, I'd like to invite y'all to the pimp ball at the shop.
We're gonna be sitting here talking shit and swallowing spit.
Yeah.
So come on down to the Shop Cigar Lounge and smoke something with your boy Kango.
Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama.
Get your girls, make sure they got their choosing fee.
Hey, $250 for the choosing fee.
Bitch, dry your tears.
Them toes, man.
What you crying for? Dry your tears.
Dry your tears.
Oh man! So we, I don't know how it transitioned to this, but before we started the podcast, we were talking about the Netflix show. And I was talking about the OJ stuff. None of y'all have seen it yet.
No.
No.
You gotta watch it, and there's so, and I've seen a lot of the OJs. I saw the 30 for 30 thing and a couple of stuff, but this one talks about like all of the evidence that was against that man and how like there's his lawyer's strategy to kind of get him out of it. Now, I know what you probably thought because y'all are a little bit older. What you probably thought at that time. What do you think of right now? Is that man guilty?
Can I go first?
You sure can.
Wait.
Don't
First,
you-
he loves OJ.
this.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, there was Muhammad Ali. There was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I was a Royals fan, so there was Amos Otis.
Amos Otis.
And there was O.J.
The juice.
Simpson. O.J. was the man. He was everything. He was like Captain America or something. Y'all are too young to know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a very unpopular opinion. I'm not going to go with O.J. didn't do it, but he knows who did. That barbershop logic. Okay. O.J. Simpson was, there's no new evidence I'm going to see. He did it.
All right.
He absolutely did it. And having not seen the show, celebrity, we live in a celebrity world, and celebrities can do anything. A celebrity is selling you booty cream for whatever reason, and you
Booty
buying
cream,
that shit.
$7.
That's right. O.J. Simpson did that shit. O.J. Simpson walked. I won't get political, but he
Yeah.
got the kind of justice, let's say, that money can buy you.
Yeah.
And I think that not having seen the show, that the prosecutor's office was incompetent.
Yeah. And it talks about that in the show. how-
OJ did it.
Yeah.
That's my final take. Yes, OJ
Yeah.
did
Because
it.
in the show, it kind of talks about how his defense, because I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen enough of it, but how his defense, like, we're not going to try and kind of like disprove that he didn't do it, but we're going to say how fucked up the LAPD is and all the other stuff, and we're going to convince the jury, like, because they were like, because Johnny Cochran, they said, was like, you know, he had a strategy where he was like, he was going to bring up all the incompetence of the police department because everyone in that juror, not everyone, but most of the minorities and people of color in that jury, either they have been wronged by the LAPD or they knew somebody wronged about LAPD. So as soon as he's telling the story of like, hey, this dude is this bad, this and that, they're like, yeah, I went through that, or yeah. So he's like, I can change their mind real quick.
Well, didn't they move it out of L.A. County?
Yeah, which was it was in San Bernardino County, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
or
San Bernardino
was it
County,
Brentwood, whatever county that is? and they
moved it to
they
LA
moved it to LA County,
right.
which was like their mistake because the Rodney King stuff happened like 2 years before, and they're like, we cannot have like something like a riot like that happen again. So let's just move it to LA County because in Brentwood it was a majority white county, and they were like, we don't want this to happen again. Let's make it fair. Yeah,
I say he did it.
of course.
That's why you pay lawyers a big bucks. I hate OJ. No,
I don't hate OJ.
Bro, you do. I will say you do have some OJ gloves, which makes me kind of.
And they
Never
don't
know.
fit.
Yeah.
Never know.
Oh man,
I saw you left your gloves here one day. I was like, I'm not touching this.
do not let them borrow your Bronco.
Yeah.
There's some DNA on that.
I'd have to say I have an interesing perspective because
He's like, I knew OJ back in the day.
He did.
Me and OJ used to
I
swing.
know.
actually I went to USC and
Were you roommates with
so
him?
during
Play
that,
fullback
no,
for him.
No, not back
He's
then.
just a little
That
bit
was-
before.
Wait
No,
a minute.
no,
I
he
knew
was
you
before
were.
me.
You look like AC. That's you, wasn't it?
You were driving.
I was there with Marcus Allen. So during my time, my tenure at USC, OJ was like Mickey Mouse and Nicole was Minnie Mouse. During every homecoming, they'd have an open convertible, and they would travel at the end of the parade. They'd be waving, and everybody would go crazy. So OJ could do no wrong back then, and there was no talk. I mean, there wasn't the social media presence there is now. So I'm sure a lot of shit would have come out, to really dispel his legend status if that were the case. The other thing is that my buddy was going out with Johnny Cochran's daughter, and I met her, Melody. She was at UCLA, and and I have to say, I mean,
Mike's about to drop some.
he's guilty. He's guilty. He's guilty. I'm not saying from Johnny Cochran's mouth because I don't think a defense attorney can ever.
Nope, I
know
wouldn't
that.
say it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Even on
know
the
that.
show, the defense is like, oh, we ain't admitted that at all.
Yeah. But I mean, the man was brilliant, and the bottom line is just what you said. He was able to. There was so much anti-sentiment because I was at USC and I was in LA during Rodney King, and I mean, you could have, and you had Daryl Gates as the chief, and he was a
Rampart.
It was horrible. And the Ram, what are those things? They ram your house.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
So I gotta ask. So it's the length. I guess what is it called? Like, can't charge somebody with the time. I can't. I've been
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, I haven't been a cop for a while. But so statute of limitations is passed. Did you partake in the riots, sir?
No.
Just fucking with you.
Did you get the TV out of it?
Yeah,
No.
he was like, wait, you're like, I was in LA,
said, I
April
thought about
26,
it.
1992.
Yeah.
I thought about it before. Brother stopped me at the door and said, "You're too bright to be out here right now, sir. So go ahead and go back in." And he said, "I
Figure
know
out which side you on. Like,
we know who you are, but we don't want you flaring up inside. And so you go ahead and stay in your dorm. You'll be all right."
I was in the riots. I pushed the cart, the stroller with baby George. to South Central.
I was his validation ticket, bro. All the way he can move was my little.
Yeah, but seriously, that's an important point though, because I haven't seen it, but OJ was the least thing. He was the least thing in all that. Because people forget that Rodney King shit had just happened.
Right.
People forget. Like,
They got off.
it's ancient history, but it's really not. So all of and I will watch the show, but it feels like the whole ecosystem of that trial was on the side of OJ, of him getting exonerated.
yeah.
But I don't think any reasonable non-conspiracy theory person doesn't think he did
the
that
man wrote a book, didn't come out with it, but he wrote a book saying, if I did do it, like, bro, what are you doing?
shit. Dude,
Well,
the barbershop. I don't know. He don't know. OJ didn't do it, but he knows who did.
The title, the book cover was "I did it," and then in little letters it said "if."
Yeah, that dude was wild. But no, I was watching it, and I was a former detective, and I'm watching. I'm like, how in the world they had probably 100, 200 pieces of evidence against him, which is probably the most I've ever seen, and he got off on it. And I'm just like, what?
Created doubt. The power of suggestion is amazing.
Yeah.
If I create enough doubt and I say, so if he did do it, would this happen here? Oh, it didn't happen. So did he do it? And that one question in doubt, no matter how much evidence you have, they're like, man, I don't know if he did it. I don't think he did it. Yeah, I don't think. And now it's just contagious.
And And anytime it goes to a jury trial, you
Got a chance.
Yes, you have a chance, and they did their job. So I watch it, but I think the motherfucker did it.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
So, and I'm going to lead to this question. Since you kind of named like a lot of black athletes, who is the most important black athlete you think?
I'll go last.
So I guess I'll go first. I think it's between two people in my book. It's either Muhammad Ali or Michael Jordan. I know it's two different eras, but I think Muhammad Ali transcended a lot of people back then because they needed a hero, and he was that. And then Michael Jordan, I know all his political stuff he did, yada yada, take that account, but just kind of changing the NBA what it was before to not really what it is now, but he made it more popular on a global level, and he was like the most like influential like professional player at that time. I think him and Ali were kind of 1 and 2 in my book. I don't know which one's 1 and 2. I think I would put Ali first because of all the civil rights stuff that he had to go through and everything.
I'd piggyback that, but I'd also add.
You can do Hispanic ones if you want.
Well, you asked the question, so I would add Mike Tyson too. Mike Tyson's story at age 8, going into the ring, living on his own, being a world champ at how old was he? 18?
Yeah, no.
He's 20-something.
He was 21 when he won, or 20.
Gold medalist younger.
I think he was 20 when he won.
I mean, that's just a phenomenal story. Like being that young, no.
Yeah, but do you think he's the greatest black athlete of all time? Not like talk about athleticism, but like
I would say Muhammad Ali. Like what he was able to interfere with the judicial system of you want me to go to war for you, but I don't have those same rights when I come home. So that was pretty like pure influence on the American society. So I'd get behind Muhammad.
I have an interesting perspective also from that.
He's like, I knew Muhammad Ali.
No, I remember.
I'm gonna call him Cassius because his mama called him Cassius.
I'm gonna call him Cassius.
His mama named him
my
Cassius.
grandparents and uncles and everyone. I don't think it's well publicized how unpopular he was when he first took his stance. And I mean, there are a lot of people that resented him. A lot of white people hated him. And how he was able to turn that around and be beloved by all is simply remarkable. And just always standing on 10 toes, on whatever he believed in. And I think he made some mistakes. Obviously, Malcolm X, that was a mistake. Yeah, of basically shunning him when when Malcolm left the Nation of Islam, and he later left himself, and he said he regrets that so much. But he was always able to be true to himself. And I would say, I know Michael Jordan's important, and he was a precursor for LeBron.
Here we go.
No, precursor for LeBron.
LeBron
He had to get that in.
Yeah, he's like LeBron James.
I had to get it in. I mean, from a stance of making money, from a stance of creating a creative medium for people, production companies, and he's doing so much. And when he does voice against something, we know it's straight from his heart. He's true. There's some things he probably fell short on as far as people wanting him to denounce China a little bit more, but he's also probably looking at, like Mike, like I can't eliminate billions of people, a market of people. But
he was always thinking about money, which is not.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. But the
can't
bottom line,
blame the man.
He's not going to be performing at anybody's inauguration if he doesn't believe in him. Mm-hmm. He's never going to do any BS that's going to detract from the cause of black people. So I'd give it to him as well.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali's he's number one just from the influence he had over cultures, over sports, over everybody else. And then I have an unpopular pick because it affected me directly. Kobe Bryant. Like, he let it be okay to be good at something and let people know you're good at it, and then took a psychological. You're never going to win if you don't ever try. If you think you're going to lose, you're not going to win. And just his psychological aspect of what he took to the game, what he left, the legacy he left is just like, it's not there yet because it hasn't had time. But I think he's going to be one of the people that we look up like, man, Kobe was really on to something as far as winners win. Winners think they're going to win. The whole, I use one of Kobe's things when the whole Mahomes thing, oh, the rest are cheating. Well, worry about your team losing and don't worry about how they're winning, and maybe you'll win more. Don't worry about him shooting jump shots. If you're not shooting jump shots, get on his level. If you're not
Why are you
doing
looking at me
get on
when
his
you
level.
say that?
Because you're a Broncos fan. Pure animosity, bro. Pure animosity.
Refs.
Refs, yeah. And then there's another one. I'm probably going to take part of Troy's answer. Bro, Jim Brown. I was watching movies growing up, all the old school black movies.
Yeah, but
Jim Brown was in it.
He was real.
He was real. He was in it. And people see him in the movies. I saw him in the movies. I didn't see his activism until I started researching activism. I didn't see him being with Muhammad Ali. Him having stuff, him calling Muhammad Ali out, hey, come talk to these people. They may need your help over here. I have a voice, you have a bigger voice, because Muhammad Ali was a world champion.
What's that one movie when it was Ali, Jim Brown, and one more athlete that they all met up in like Miami or something?
One night in Miami. It
Yeah.
was,
Who was the other
Netflix
athlete? Was it
movie.
Kareem?
No, it was I don't know if
Kareem
it was an
met-
athlete because I couldn't. I got through about 20 minutes and I couldn't watch it. They had Sam Cooke. The singer was a
Change
part
don't
of that.
come.
I think that for me, it's not close, and I imagine that's why you asked this question. So all the things that LeBron gets to do today, that Kobe got to do, that all these athletes, modern athletes, get to enjoy, it's because of what Muhammad Ali did. Muhammad Ali's not, in my opinion, he's not just the greatest athlete ever. He's one of the greatest people ever. You play basketball, you play football, you play baseball. Nobody ever says, I'm going to play boxing. Every time this man is in there, his life is literally, he's taking his life in his own hands. And it takes a certain kind of fortitude, I think, to do that. On top of that, he was very unpopular. Talking about I'm pretty. Boxers certainly don't say that shit. But what he meant culturally, first he meant something culturally to black people, which in our community, because it's such a marginalized community, athletics are so important. It's not for entertaining motherfuckers. It's something else that speaks to us. And Ali, he ran with that. When he fought Ken Norton broke his jaw in the first round. In the second round, he broke his own hand. This motherfucker still fought 12 rounds. Broken jaw, broken hand. He's so pretty. They took his best years as a fighter away from him. What you never got from Ali was bitterness. He never talked about publicly the money he lost or anything.
Yeah.
He gave away more money than he ever spent. He's so incredible to me. Like, it's not even a comparison. If you want to just say athlete, how the fuck is Bo Jackson not the greatest athlete ever? Like, this motherfucker played Major League Baseball and football. He
On
was
a high
a
level.
track star.
Yeah.
But for impact, nobody fucks with Muhammad Ali. There was a magazine called ESPN News or Magazine or something. I was a subscriber 100 years ago. And they were counting down on the TV show, they were counting down the top 100 athletes of the century. And the last weekend, they were down to the top 4 athletes. And I said, if these motherfuckers don't make Muhammad Ali number 1, I'm cashing my subscription. Number 4 was Jim Brown. Number 3, I think, was Willie Mays or Jack Dempsey or Babe Ruth, some motherfucker like that.
Some motherfucker like that.
Number 2 was Muhammad Ali, and number 1 was Michael Jordan. I love Michael Jordan. I'm wearing his shoes. That's all I fucks with, ones. That's what I do. I love him. But he's not a pimple on the ass of Muhammad Ali. And we forget that. We absolutely forget that because this motherfucker sacrificed everything. He said he took strength from the crowd. What, name a bad thing like with animosity in his heart that he ever said about anybody. Athletes today, I'm not getting the money I want. What did Tyreek? This motherfucker said, we aren't going to the playoffs. I quit. I'm not trying to suit up today. Broken jaw, broken hand. It's not even close to me. And come to my house and you'll see this big ass portrait of the motherfucker. look at my Facebook. I mean, that's why I wanted to go last, because it isn't a question for me. I love him. And one last thing. Y'all remember when he lit the torch at the Olympics?
Hey,
Tell me you weren't crying like a baby when this motherfucker lit the torch.
I thought he was going to light the whole stadium.
84 LA.
You know what's a lot of people don't know this, which that was the '96 Olympics here in Atlanta. You know, my dad ran the torch down here.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he has it like framed, like it's like in a thing that has him running. Because he
cool
was like
shit.
one of the main community policing officers down here, so he got to run the torch, and he has it all like in a plaque and stuff. It's cool.
that's awesome.
On a lighter note, I thought he was going to light the whole stadium on fire. I was like, how are you going to give that man?
Bro. Hey.
The courage to do that.
Eastside, make sure you cut that out.
He was unashamed.
He never ran from himself, man. He never ran from himself. And there's such a lesson there. I used to tell my son all the time, you got to cultivate and keep your Muhammad Ali feeling. If you win the fight, you're the greatest. If you lose a fight, you just lost the fight. You're still the greatest. I'm not saying that shit about Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan.
LeBron James.
It ain't close to me. It's like, who we going to put in 2, 3, and 4 spot to me?
So you asked about, you could say, and I don't know his name, God forgive me, but the whole why Mexicans are behind the Raider Nation, the Chicano movement.
The coach?
No,
Jim Plunkett.
the quarterback. It was
Plunkett?
Stabler.
Was that his
Plunkett.
name?
Jim Plunkett. He won. He was USC.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
You're talking about
He went to Stanford,
Stanford, same difference.
but he with the Raiders.
The first Chicano.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
Tom
Plunkett,
Flores
was
the
it?
first
Yeah,
coach.
Plunkett.
Flores.
Tom Flores was the coach.
But Jim Plunkett was the quarterback.
Yeah.
Jim Plunkett won the Super
Yeah, but
Bowl.
Tom Flores was
Yeah.
the Hispanic coach.
Yeah.
Right.
So that, so to me, him and Julio Cesar Chavez.
Chavez was a beast.
You think he's the best
boy.
Mexican boxer?
Oh, for sure.
What about Duran?
He's not Mexican. He's
Oh,
Panamanian.
yeah. Okay, you're right.
They are
Panamanian.
very particular about that.
Yeah,
shit.
my bad.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
don't
you fucked up.
get him
Canelo.
confused.
Okay, well, Canelo
Hey.
definitely.
Esau's finna speak up. Hey, he was not Mexican. He was Panamanian.
Panamanian?
Panama's right there. Mexico's all this, bro. Don't play with us.
Panamanian?
Panamanian, bro.
I grew up watching Julio Cesar Chavez, and I mean, just the energy that he just demanded. It was mesmerizing. So,
Eastside, before we end it with our last question, who's the best Mexican boxer? You got a mic?
Yeah, I got one. Honestly, just because he's from, my generation, I'll say Canelo.
Canelo Saul Alvarez.
But I'm not going to lie, I when I first fell in love with boxing, De La Hoya was everything.
Yeah, but y'all don't accept him because of the
then the fishnets, and then, we got
fishnets.
to cut him out.
And he shouldn't. 'Cause he was a great fighter.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know this, but Eastside is a boxer, and
Undefeated.
no, he's not. He lost 3 times, been knocked out twice.
No, don't lie.
That boy's undefeated.
He's 1-3.
It's me, Mayweather,
that's-
Rocky Marciano, and a couple others.
hey, that's
say
one
Ali,
fight that he
see
has
that?
over me, man. I wouldn't get. I'd run.
That's what he did. He
I was
ran.
talking about
He got knocked
undefeated,
out.
Troy. Undefeated.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Throw the damn towel. All right, so we'll end with this question. So, if you can go back in time and talk to your younger self, what would you say?
I would say stay the course, young G. There's so many decisions I made. Looking back, I'm not gonna let my kids make the same decision, thinking I knew something I didn't know, or instead of finding the answer like I learned later in life, if you don't know the answer, seek it out, go find it. Don't just wait for somebody older to tell you, because I respect my elders a lot, and I put a lot on them that I should put on myself, and to find these things. They just didn't know. So they didn't know about the whole college thing. They didn't know about the whole, hey, go here, play sports, do this, do that. And I'm like, I wish I would have just told myself, hey, stick with it. You're going for basketball, but that could turn into psychology. That could turn into whatever you wanted to turn into, as opposed to just saying, you know what, I'm gonna stop. I decided I was finished with college, and I should have stuck the course. Hey, it gets boring. You get to these 85-page papers about shit you don't believe in, shit you don't want to do. Just stick the course. Don't drop out. Finish a paper, finish it all, and see what comes out at the end of it. Because you don't go through all this just to stop short. So I don't think I cheated myself. I think I turned out great anyway. but I could have turned out even better had I just stuck the course and advanced my life about 3 to 4 years with the progress I would have made, sitting through and perspiring through instead of being done with it, having the attitude, I'm done. This ain't me. This ain't for me. It was for me. I made it there. It was for me. I was there for a reason. It was for me. So I wish I had just stuck with that a little bit longer.
I think man, it's a
Young Broncos fan.
And
that wouldn't change.
In the G.
That would not change.
In the G.
Yeah, you're riding your scooter.
They have scooters
You're
in
licking
Garden
your
City.
lollipop.
Got my helmet on.
Got your helmet on. What would you tell that young David?
Get off the sidewalk. Honestly, cut the bullshit, man. Like, I hustled my way to where I'm at today, and there's a lot of wasted time that I got lost in the hustle, and that time I'll never get back. I'll never get back. So if I could see myself, even 20 years ago, fucking, what the fuck are you doing? Like, come on, we got greatness to conquer. We got success to be had, you know? It sometimes looking back at my life, it breaks my heart because I was fucking stupid at situations. But if I could go back and tell myself something, it'd be, wake the fuck up, shake myself, and this is not what you need to be doing. There's better things out there for you to be doing. And I could be in a better situation, but you know, I don't know. I think I would kick myself in the nuts real quick.
I've given it a thought a couple times. I would say one of the things that brings me joy when younger people ask me, you know, particularly when they're starting a family, you know, what lessons did you learn? My oldest son asked me that. And what would you do differently as far as marriage, family, all that stuff? And I would say, do not sweat the small stuff. There was many times I sat at a damn dinner table with my sons, like, you got to eat these vegetables or we're not leaving. And just stupid stuff, or fretting about, you know, little things that in the whole scheme of things are not important. Just relishing relationships and time and to impart love on those guys, because that's our legacy. That's what we have going forward. When I leave this earth, they're going to be my kids, my grandkids, great grandkids, and so on. And so to not it's an interesting perspective, because I have nieces and little cousins, and I see, you know, them all, you know, getting all excited about little bullshit, you know, saying, oh my God, he's going to be a killer, or she's never going to amount to anything. Bottom line, look at the big picture. Don't sweat the small stuff, and you spend so much time, you know, doing that you lose, you know, a vision of what's ahead and what's the big picture.
I would tell myself to trust myself, and I would tell myself to live fully as you, because at this point in life, I get to be me, and I'm me all the time. I'm here with y'all, I'm me. I'm out in the street, I'm me. I'm always me. And it was a very scary thing to do, because growing up, I did the things I thought I was supposed to do. I was big on meeting the expectation, but a lot of the expectation wasn't me. And as I'm a mature person, I fully am me, and I embrace me, and I relish that shit, and I'm practically militant about it, because I go Troy's way, and I do that shit all the time. I'm not a miscreant or anything like that, but I would tell myself, I'd say, Troy, trust yourself. You said wake up. My mother used to say to me, wake up, little rosebud, wake up, when I was younger. And I wasted, you know, you talk about wasting time, but for me, the waste of time is not listening to myself, was dwelling on the expectation And I wouldn't do that. I tell my son, man, dude, this is your life. You're the star in this life. It's yours. Fuck what I think. Fuck what your mama thinks. Fuck what your friends think. Do you. And at this point, it's I admire all of you guys. Mike's got all this accomplishment, and I admire that. But I think if I had listened to myself and hadn't dwelt so much on what the fuck does that mean? What is it? I just saw this quote. It said, live your own life for you will surely die your own death. I just saw it. And that's what I would say. I'd be like, man, trust you. Listen to you. All this bullshit, that's all it is. Fuck them. And it's so important. That doesn't mean knock someone over the head. I was never interested in that. But
amen to that.
listen to yourself. Trust yourself. You built this place, man. That was a leap of faith. You bet on you. And you're way more fulfilled now doing you. You had a goal in mind and you strove for that goal, and it's admirable. And look at you. And that's the beauty in life. Because really anything anybody's got to say, fuck them.
Fuck him against the
Go
wall.
ahead and make that a little short there, Eastside. Fuck 'em.
Sorry.
No, I like
But
it.
no, it's
Yeah.
the truth, man. I would listen to Troy.
That's really good advice because that encompasses everything I said. This world changes. I mean, right now, on a dime, it changes quickly. Expectations of the world for you or what success is changes. And if you set your vision based on that, you will not be happy. Bottom line, be yourself. And that's what I love about all y'all.
You know, I came up with a quote. I'm not changing the world, but the world is changing me. Meaning that the world changes on a dime. So I have to prepare myself for that change, navigate that change, and be successful in that change. So I piggyback on that. Like, the world changes without you knowing it. Tomorrow we could wake up without a sun, and we'll have to navigate through that. That's far
And we
fetched.
call George.
Far
Got
fetched.
you. I got you.
Call George. Be like, hey. But I piggyback on that. Change is inevitable, and strive.
I think it's you now. Did you go?
I already went.
Oh, shit.
You want to
My
go
bad.
again?
My bad. No, I'll go.
You got more?
Yeah.
I mean, I could always.
I know
go
you- I
more.
know-
Troy, here's the thing, Troy. When you start speaking, it brings me back to everything my dad told, my grandpa told, my grandma told me, and it just starts reigniting little thing. My dad told me a long time. He said, "Fuck them," like you said, "Fuck them." You doing something? Fuck them. Playing basketball, man. They don't want to do. What do you want to do? Yeah, get better at that. Go shoot jump shots. Go do this. Go do that. So you can do what you want to do. Put the work in to do what you want to do. If you have a big dream, put big work in. I don't see how people don't understand that. If you have this tall task you want to accomplish, why are you doing small shit? Go put the big work in. Go take the class. Go do this. You want to be a doctor? Go be a damn doctor. You want to own a store? Go take business classes. Learn how to own a store. If you want to be a cop, go be a cop. Oh, I want to run a half marathon. Then go train. Start running a mile, 2 miles. It's all steps. And I hear people with all these dreams. I'm like, okay, what are you doing for it though? Well, God got me. Look, faith without works is dead. What work are you putting in? And that's the big part people forget. You got to put the work in and reap the benefits. And if it's a holy thing, if it's a spiritual thing, if God gave you the body to feel it and the mind to think it, it's up to you to use your brain and do it. Well, God, they're going to bless me one day. No, he's not. You got to go get it. It's a go-get-it society. Nothing is sitting there that's going to be given to you that you really, really want. Everything you need is you're going to work hard for. Everything you're going to take joy in is going to be painful sometimes. What sacrifice are you going to make to get to where you want to get, to have what you want to have and live how you want to live? And that's people are forgetting. They don't want to do the work. They want to look on TikTok and I want to go on this trip. What are you doing for it? I want to be a doctor. What are you doing for it? What are you really going to do to get what you really need to be successful for yourself, to be fulfilled? And fulfilled is a big word. That's a big word that we use a lot. We don't use it right, but we use it a lot. I think we undervalue the meaning of being fulfilled. So
I think mine, I agree with all you guys, but mine is, like, if I could go back, talk to myself, mine's a little bit more personal of like, hey, you're going to hit rock bottom a lot. Like, I've hit rock bottom a ton in my life. And I would tell myself, like, as long as you believe in yourself and as long as you want to get better and you want to keep succeeding in life, like, keep moving, keep going. Like, don't, like, once you hit that rock bottom, don't just sit and sulk and be depressed. And, like, yeah, you get a little bit of time to do that, but it's like, keep moving, keep going. As long as you believe in yourself, as long as you believe that you will succeed and be successful, and you work at that, you will be. So that's just me. All right. So before we end, I want to give out shout outs to, because you guys are all business people. So if you want to come get a suit, where are they going to get a suit at?
You find me online, sgcodekc.com. I'm appointment only. I create an atmosphere just like this. You come in, have a drink, have a smoke. We'll go over what you need, and I'll get you laced up.
Remember our conversation. I picked you. Okay, remember that. I picked you.
Hey, it takes a tribe, bro. It takes a tribe. Takes a tribe.
And then George, I don't know if you want to give a shout out to your stuff.
Oh yeah, Holt Tactical Solutions. This summer, 2025, we'll be coming out with some more classes. Just information, get people on the right track. We'll get you squared away for your survival needs. You want to get into firearms, got that covered. You want to get into just a daily mindset of survival, got you covered. So Holt Tactical Solutions, be on the lookout. It's on Facebook now. But the summer 2025 is going to be relaunching in a bigger, better, broader way. So Holt Tactical Solutions.
And I just want to I'm usually in a suit for situations like this, but when there's ice outside, I don't suit up. I learned that the hard way. I slipped and fell one time. Oh, split my shit all dirty, and I didn't have a backup suit, so I had to stay at work all dirty.
He was the most well-dressed motherfucker on his back.
Yeah. So if it's icy out, snow out, nah, I'm not going to be in a suit. Like,
Well, I changed here.
yeah.
So I'm Prime Cup Fitness. You can find me on Facebook if you want to get off your ass and have a little direction with that. But, my angle is obviously, it's the more philosophical. Anybody can tell you to do push-ups and eat chicken and broccoli. I'm more in the motivation business. And I can't wait to hear what Mike said.
Yeah, I don't know if people
I'm
want to
so
see Mike
excited
though.
for
That's
this
it. It's like I don't know if I want to see.
I would not recommend it. But if you have needs from trauma or surgical need, we're at University Health and we're there for you. And we've helped establish a really good trauma center there. We've when KCPD, when they're hurt or injured, they come to us because they know they've seen the results.
Are you guys level 1?
What's that?
Are you level 1?
Level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I moved over from KU in 2017, and I told them I'm not coming unless you become a level 1 trauma center.
Yeah.
American College of Surgeons.
That's big with when I was with the Marshals. It was like we always had to know where the closest level 1 hospital was.
Right.
In case somebody got shot. Like, all right, we're going to Truman, we're going to KU, we're going somewhere. Yeah.
Well, it might not be so much what, how to advertise you, but like you always, you're a good placement. You always look out for people. Is there anything that like your hospital or your department is looking for? Like if anybody like within the
Yeah. One of the things, I'm at UMKC Medical School, and it's a 6-year program. It starts from high school. One of the things that we kind of remiss in what we do is we have all these folks from St. Louis and Chicago and all these areas around, and from Johnson County, what have you. One of the things I try to push is that we have some excellent schools in Wyandotte and Jackson County, and we're housed in Jackson County. And so medical profession needs to look like society.
Yeah.
And so I go wherever there are kids that want to talk, they want to shadow me, and they want to sit down with a cup of coffee and talk about, what we could do to enhance your ability to navigate the system of medical school or health professions. I mean, because it's a really good, there's always going to be folks that are sick that need help. And so being there to help, but also to make a living, you will never starve. And so I want to, and whatever people want to do, especially, I love kids, man. I love talking to kids. And so any avenue that I have from that standpoint to prevent them from being hurt and being, left behind, and to enhance their career success, I'm there.
Coming straight from the doctor. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on. See, we did it. We completed the first episode of the the League of Distinguished Gentlemen. Yes. So wasn't that bad, Troy, right?
I said we keep going sometime.
Yeah, we can keep doing. We can
3
do
months
this
from now,
again.
let's keep it up.
3 months from now. We need like
Whoa.
2 months from now.
I thought my cure was gonna be like I tell people take 2 of these, call me in the morning, and we'll be all right.
Take 3
But
aspirin.
Rub some dirt on it.
rub some dirt on it.
That's what he told his wife one time. She ended up in the emergency room. True story.
True story, bro.
We're gonna end on that note.
Thanks,
Hey,
Eastside.
thank you guys for tuning in. I don't even know what camera I'm looking at. I think this one.
All of 'em.
Yeah, all of them. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you follow us on all the platforms, the Strawberry Hill Podcast, and we will catch you next week.
Turn up my mic.
Goodbye, everybody.